An anti-coup protest in Yangon, flash mob style. Demonstrators come together quickly, raise their voices and give the three-finger salute. Democracy! Democracy! Then within minutes they disperse to avoid being detected by security forces. It's another incarnation of protest against the military junta that seized control in February, ousting the democratically elected government led by Aung San Suu Kyi. If the generals believed that with time the public would eventually comply, these past 3 months have shown them that Myanmar's people refuse to accept their rule. The crackdown on dissent has been brutal. The security forces have killed more than 760 protesters and bystanders, including children, according to a local monitoring group. Yet the protests go on. For many, that means going on strike as part of the civil disobedience movement. Medical workers, engineers, civil servants, and even students are all taking part. Everyday acts of defiance have come to define the public's response to having their elected government taken away in what had been a budding democracy. Members of the ousted civilian government and other groups opposed to the Tatmadaw have now formed a shadow government.
Support the government of national unity for the lives of the people of the future. Support the national unity government for the future of our children. Only the people decide. Only the people will take part in the final battle. I believe we will win. The uprising must succeed.
They've announced they're forming a People's Defence Force to protect supporters from junta violence. Some protesters have also started taking defence into their own hands. This video, obtained by Reuters in April, shows about 120 young people, most of them students, who say they're training as part of a new fighting force to resist the military. The unrest in Myanmar has also reignited fighting between ethnic militias and the Tatmadaw. Rebel fighters from the Karen National Union captured this military base near the border with Thailand. The military responded hours later with airstrikes on villages controlled by the rebels. And in Kachin State in the north, the Kachin Independence Army claimed responsibility for downing this military helicopter. It's clear the scope and scale of the unrest is expanding, and that makes the prospects of a peaceful solution appear ever more distant. International condemnation of the junta and the imposition of sanctions against military leaders doesn't seem to have affected their approach. They say the violence will only stop when the country returns to stability. For now, that means retaining their grip on power and leaving Myanmar's people in an increasingly precarious position. Natalie Pohanen, The Newsmakers.